Hey, thanks for checking out our show. If you like what you hear, we have tons of additional content at patreon.com/themedialunchbreak. Oh, yeah. I remember you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah, this old mug right
This
here.
fucking guy.
Yeah, this fucking guy. What's going on?
Don't you worry your pretty face.
Oh, you. Ever the charmer.
I mean the one that you keep in your closet.
Oh.
That's attached to a guy.
Yeah.
I think last week we established it's attached to Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
Who is known for being a very pretty man.
Hold on. Let me just check if it's still attached. It is not.
I was not expecting that.
Well, neither was he. So.
Yeah. No one ever does.
Yeah.
It's always a surprise.
For all of us. Except for me, because I did it.
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm trying to think. You all right over there? How's the tea?
It's a little cold. I was waiting a while.
Oh. Are you sure it didn't cool down from all the shade going on?
That's pretty good. It might warm up in a little bit with all the fumes. Because I'm fuming?
Yeah, no, I was there.
That wasn't as good as yours.
No, but I got it. You took me on a journey and there was a little chasm there, but I made the leap.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little, thanks for asking. I'm feeling a little, I don't know. I have not been able to remember, like, there are appointments that have been happening that I'm like, did I know about this? I'm sure I did. Or like people asking me what I did yesterday. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do yesterday? And just like, my mind is not, it's probably because I've been laid off twice in the past like 16 minutes.
Yeah.
But like my life is, it's just going past me, and I'm just like trying to grab onto shit.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Try to slow it down.
Yeah. Oh, don't try and slow it down. You just grab on and hang on for dear life. Just white knuckle
See, that's what I'm trying to do.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Can't get a grip, so to speak.
No, and literally.
Yeah, figuratively and literally.
Yeah. Life,
I know now more than ever. Yeah, I do. Is the answer to your question. I sure do.
Yeah.
Did you break your kid's Voltron anymore?
I didn't. He breaks it himself now. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right, good.
When did we record last? Was it on a Wednesday?
Chris, I have no idea.
I can't remember.
How long have we been doing this for? 2 weeks? 10 years? I don't know.
Actually, it has been
almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years. I was
Yeah.
it's literally been almost 10 years. Yeah. No, I'm trying to think, because last week we took Emerson to his first Broadway show. Did I tell you that?
You at least told me that. I don't remember if it was on.
I don't remember if it was on mic or off mic. We took him to another Broadway show after that, too.
Was it Aladdin?
No, it was The Lion King, but we took him to Aladdin this weekend, actually.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. Because the reason being, we took Emerson to his first Broadway show. I think I did tell you this off mic. Well, it's on mic now. What are you going to do?
Did he walk out like saying like, well, it was no Sondheim?
Yeah, he was a real prick about it. I got to say.
Yeah, I bet.
It was like going to the show with a mini Ben Brantley. It was crazy.
Yeah. Now that he's seen 2, he's like, I know what to expect.
I know everything.
Yeah.
We had to we took him to another one because we took him to his first one and he liked it. But Ryder was like, wait, he got out of school and got to what now?
Yeah.
And so Ryder demanded equal time, equal pay, as you do.
Yeah, the union. And child's union.
The child's union. And so he was like, you got to take me to a show.
Yeah.
And so we played the lottery again for Aladdin on Sunday. And Sarah won the lottery for Aladdin. And then she was like, you two should play as well. So I played and I won as well. So we took everybody to see Aladdin. Ryder was like,
how much are lottery tickets for that?
They're like $70 for 2 tickets.
Yeah, total
70 total.
So like 35.
Yeah, it's like 35 a ticket.
All right. Yeah, maybe I'll try to do that.
It's not bad at all.
It sounds like it's pretty good odds.
Yeah. And so we got it. And then Ryder I was like, hey buddy, so you're gonna go see Aladdin tomorrow with mom? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, guess what, Emerson and I are coming too. And he was like, fuck you. What do you mean? He's like, this is not what I said.
So now you owe him another one.
Yeah, we owe him another one too. We owe him one more because he's like, this doesn't count.
You got to take him to Cabaret the next time it's up.
Yeah, I should.
He'd love that.
Yeah, he would. He'd really love the Nazis. Yeah.
You want to hear something crazy? I forgot there were Nazis in Cabaret.
I was gonna say you did. I could tell.
It's like what the whole show is about. But Chris, this isn't a Nazi podcast. This isn't a Broadway podcast. We don't talk about those things here. People get upset when we veer off course or when we have long, rambling intros.
I was going to say, people get upset when we veer off course, and I'm like, when are we on course for anything?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
You know what's fun? I haven't even started the show yet.
I'm aware.
And I'm not sure how. We haven't found a good way in yet.
Yeah, we've only been doing this for 10 years and we still haven't figured out how to start the show.
No. And you know what? We never will. Enough. Yeah. My name is Chris Triebel. Alongside me, as always, is my wait. What did I say? Jesus Christ! I've only been doing this for 10 years.
Almost.
When we get to 10, I'll really perfect it. Yeah. Okay.
That's when you'll find the sweet spot.
Yeah, that's where it is, right there. Welcome to the Media Lunch Break, bringing you all of your comic, geek, and movie news all in the time it takes to eat a good sandwich and take your kid to a show. My name is Chris Triebel. Alongside me, as always, is my co-host, Andrew Dunn. Say hello, Andrew!
What would be the worst? Like, I made the joke about Cabaret, but I've been thinking about that one for a while you were talking. What would be the worst show to take, like, a little kid to?
Rocky Horror Picture Show might be a bad one.
Yeah.
Or Rocky Horror.
Yeah.
That's not a great one.
I was going to say Epstein the Musical.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Which has yet to be written, but it'll go up soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone will do it, yeah. Oh, probably, I don't know if this isn't, I don't think it's ever been on Broadway, but it's probably still going. Puppets. What's that show?
Avenue Q?
Avenue Q, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Let's really screw up our kids.
Yeah.
Be really good.
Yeah. Or Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. Your kid would see somebody die.
That's good. That's really good. Just crush all of his dreams and fantasies
see
right
Spider-Man die in the audience.
Die and crumble.
Broken neck. He's like, this isn't part of the show. Someone called 911. And they're like, man, he's a really good actor.
Yay!
How's Spidey going to get out of this one, Dad?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Andrew.
Yes.
What are we talking about today?
That is an excellent question. Chris.
Yes.
Pizza Movie tells the story of two young men attending college the way it was meant to be experienced on psychedelic hallucinogens. This film is a lighthearted mix of Revenge of the Nerds, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, and the funniest movie of all, The Elephant Man. I just get a kick out of that one. Directed by Brian McElhenney and Nick Kocher, written by Brian McElhenney and Nick Kocher, produced by Brian McElhenney and Nick Kocher, and starring Brian McElhenney and Nick Kocher, Pizza Movie proves that film doesn't have to be a collaborative art. It can just be created by a handsome degenerate and an androgynous gnome. But what did you think of Pizza Movie?
It's a pizza movie.
It's a pizza movie, mamma mia.
It's a pizza movie. Yeah, so this is, I was just about to look up the cast. What's his name from Stranger Things?
Gaten Matarazzo.
That's it. And what's his name who's not in Stranger Things?
Sean Jambroni. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's my guess.
It is now. That's how it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is, like you said, they take drugs, they go get a pizza. That's the whole plot of the movie.
Yeah.
That's
so, again, similar to Harold and Kumar, right?
Yeah.
They take drugs, they go get burgers.
That's it. And I got to tell you, I didn't expect much from this movie. I really like this thing.
Nice.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is a good one. This is, we're going to talk about a movie that nobody is talking about. But I'll say right off the bat, this is really good.
Are you familiar with the writers of this at all?
I looked them up afterwards and just to see what they had done. And, you know, they were on SNL for a little while. I don't know anything. I don't really know anything else they've done.
Okay. Let me tell you a little bit. This is how this popped up on my radar.
Okay.
I am an enormous fan of Britannic. Britannic is named for Brian and Nick Britannic.
Okay. Right.
And they always joke about how, like, everyone thinks their name is Britain Nick because that's how it's spelled, Britain Nick.
Right.
But I just watched an interview with them that was great, and it made me feel terrible about myself. They're exactly the same age as me. They're both 39.
Okay.
And they talked about how they were going to film school right as it became easier to get, like, a halfway decent camera, get some video editing software, and that you could just like make stuff yourself.
Right.
And they started putting out these sketches and doing live, I think, UCB performances.
Okay.
They have put on the internet, in my opinion, some of the funniest fucking videos that exist online.
Okay.
I'll send you one after this is over that it makes me laugh hysterically every time I see it. But for anyone listening, look up Britannic. They haven't done a whole lot. They did a lot of stuff in the like probably mid to late 10s would be my guess. Maybe a little after that. And then they like started working on like TV shows, and they got like a couple movie deals, and they started working on SNL and stuff like that. So that went away. And then the writer's strike happened, and then they started like, well, what can we do on our own now because we can't work for other people? They started a Patreon thing, like a series on Patreon that I was keeping up with for a while. And then this, and they have also written a new movie that I didn't realize they had anything to do with. Over Your Dead Body.
Yes.
With Jason Segel.
Yeah.
That's been coming up on my like in ads for me constantly.
Right.
But I saw them promoting this movie. They were working on Pizza Man for a while, for like 6 months.
I'm seeing who the director. I'm looking at Over Your Dead Body now.
Yeah.
It's directed by Jorma Taccone, who is one of the Lonely Island guys.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But they started promoting, and then eventually they shared a scene that I think I had you watch as well. Off mic, that I thought was just hysterically funny, of them trying to their heads are exploding when they curse.
The first phase,
right?
if you will.
And I was like, God damn it, I want to watch this movie. So I'm glad we got to watch it. I'm glad we got to experience it. I agree. I think it is. Look, it's largely bereft of sentimentality or depth. It is, just like I said, it's a mix of Revenge of the Nerds and Harold and Kumar. Yeah. Like, if you just want to put something on and have fun, you want to get a bunch of friends together to laugh and maybe order a couple pizzas, I think this is a good movie for that. It's a lot of fun. It's don't let the kids in. This would be a great one for your kids if you can't get into a Broadway show.
Yeah.
It is very adult, but very fun, very funny. This is Britannic's rhythm.
Right.
Which I immediately clocked. Like, as soon as there's a joke in this near the beginning where Montgomery is one of the characters' names, when he's in the laundromat and he says, "I'm not weird," and his pockets burst with quarters.
Yes.
That rhythm, I was like, sick. This is officially a Britannic film, because that's exactly one of their punchlines. So I was like, great, I'm in for the long haul on this. I knew I was going to love it, because it does feel like a very long Britannic sketch. Yeah.
It's kind of like you said, the things it draws from are kind of classic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is the phrase, like, they don't make them like they used to. And like they don't make them like this anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is that kind of classic, almost like a National Lampoon film of old.
Yeah, we've been talking about for a few weeks about how crazy it is that they don't make movies like that anymore. This feels to me like there was that era in like the very early thousands, late 90s, where movies like The New Guy, I'm trying to think of others, like what's the Scotty Doesn't Know movie, whatever that movie is. Eurotrip, like shit like that. That's like,
Road
this isn't
Trip, Eurotrip.
Yeah, one of those. This isn't quite like the National Lampoon necessarily. It's definitely in that vein, but this feels to me like those sort of like B-list movies that didn't do. There was a movie, what's the movie with Tim Allen, Jason Lee? I think Zooey Deschanel is in it, plays his daughter.
I don't know.
It's excellent.
Okay.
That movie is called Big Trouble. There's so many of these movies that like sort of skipped theaters, or maybe hit them for like a minute and then just went straight to like 3 times a day on Comedy Central.
Right.
In like the late 90s, early thousands. And this feels like one of those that you would be like home from school and be like, what's on Comedy Central? And you just turn it on. You're like, oh, this is really funny.
Yeah. You're like, how did I miss this?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the cast. Cast is really great.
There's a couple good cameos in this as well.
There are some good cameos in this as well. But to start off, I mean, why did I just get rid of the fucking cast? Because I was going to talk about
I've got it if you'd like me to go through it.
Give me the cast again.
Yeah, so we've got Gaten Matarazzo as Jack, who people will know as Dustin from Stranger Things. We've also got Sean Giambrone.
Yes.
That's probably not. It's probably like a Giambrone. Mamma mia, it's a pizza.
It's a pizza movie.
As his roommate Montgomery. And you've got Lulu Wilson as Lizzie, who I was shocked to find I don't think is Owen Wilson's daughter. I tried to figure. I know.
It's what he says every time he realizes she's not his daughter.
Wow. Jack Martin is Blake, who's very good. I don't know him from Adam.
Yeah.
Peyton Elizabeth Lee is Ashley. Marcus Schreiber is Logan. Caleb Heron is Sidney Putt.
Is the older RA.
Yeah. Do you know that guy?
He's in something else right now.
He's a podcaster, I think.
Okay.
I think he's a very famous podcaster. He actually just got famous for, not famous. They memed him.
I know what it is. He's in The Devil Wears Prada 2 right now.
Interesting.
That's the big movie that he's in right now.
So he has a podcast, and he just did an episode with Chris Fleming, where he asked Chris Fleming, who I think is if you don't know Chris Fleming, I think he's one of the best stand-ups. Maybe number one right now.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Incredible. Yeah. But he asked Chris Fleming, why don't you have a podcast? And Chris Fleming said, because I believe something waits for me in the divine for resisting. Which is one of the best answers ever. But he's in this as some weird little older college student RA, which is very fun.
Yeah.
Who else is in here? Sarah Sherman.
Yeah, from SNL.
Great. I don't know who that is. And then in interviews, I saw someone going, lots of great cameos in this, including Sarah Sherman. And I was like, I have no idea who this is.
Sarah Sherman's on SNL right now. She's been on for a few years. She's really great.
Great.
She's good.
Awesome.
But you don't watch that show.
I don't. I did.
It's all right.
When I thought it was good.
Oh, damn. Suck on that, Lorne Michaels. How you like that?
If I had a football, I'd throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Or a microphone. I have a microphone. Hang on.
Yeah, drop a mic.
Oh no mic for the rest of the show.
Oh no.
And I'm hesitant. Well, I'll say Miguel Andres Garcia as Juan, who is he's a stunt guy.
Yeah.
Which is it's kind of cool that he's doing stuff. And then there are some famous cameos that I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have to spoil.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that in the spoiler section.
Yeah, we can talk about that in spoilers. Yeah, but I was going to say Gaten Matarazzo and Sean Giambrone.
Man.
Nailing it.
Great names for a movie about pizza.
Right? But the two of them are, I think, first of all, so good together. And they're so good in this that you would think they wrote the movie. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
They are so fluid in this and so natural in this.
Yeah.
That you'd think they came up with the material and they're doing their own they're doing their own thing.
Yeah,
and then you find out it's written by two other guys completely.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, these guys are real good.
Yeah.
And their chemistry together are great.
It is. Yeah. And yeah, that's it does often if for people who know Britannic, this feels like they wrote it for themselves. But they were too old to play college students.
Right.
And so they gave it to two guys who get what they do.
Right.
Which they hit that on the head. They hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
They do it perfectly.
They found their muses in this.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And Gaten Matarazzo auditioned for Montgomery first.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He auditioned for both roles. And they put him as Jack.
Yeah, because it's like his character from Stranger Things went to college.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah,
this feels, I mean, for him, this feels like a good natural progression. It does feel like his, I'm not even kidding. It does feel like his character from Stranger Things went to college.
It does, yeah.
But in a way that you're not like, you're just playing the same old character over and over again.
Yeah, it's definitely not that.
Yeah, it's definitely different enough. It gives him a chance to stretch his legs a little bit. The material in this gives him the ability to show up a new side of himself, which is really, really good. So it's kind of like a happy medium.
Yeah, but this also isn't going to win him any Oscars or anything.
No.
Like it's not.
No.
There's really nothing of substance to this movie, which is fine. Like that's not what it's for. But it's not, it's not going to make anybody teary-eyed or anything like that. I actually, in an interview I saw with the creators, they were like, one of them said, what did he say? I think I'm allergic to emotion or something like that.
Yeah, and that definitely feels like that.
As soon as we start having characters who are having a moment, I have to undercut it immediately.
There's enough depth in here that you believe them as characters.
Yeah.
But then you're right. It never like, because that's not the tone of the movie. You can tell like that's not the story we're telling here.
There's also a real genuine honesty in the fact that people don't like to live in their emotions.
Yeah.
Like there's a famous quote from, I think, William H. Macy that says, like, try your hardest not to cry. That's the way you act.
Yeah.
You act well by trying not to cry.
Right.
And it's because people don't like expressing feelings. And so, like, a large part of this movie is people trying not to express feelings.
Right. And some of that is exactly who the character is. And states it completely, where they're like, I don't want to express this emotion at all, or any emotions ever. Yeah, Lulu Wilson is also great. She's a great addition to she kind of rounds out a trio. You think these three did other things together. Yeah. You wouldn't think that these are just three actors that have been cast in a movie.
Yeah, just thrown into a movie set.
Right. Yeah, everybody's really good chemistry in this together, you know.
I really like, I don't remember his name. Is it Blake? I really like the head RA. I think he does a really good job.
Yeah, the villain of the
Yeah.
That's where you get that classic. I think he's where you're getting that classic 80s feel, 70s, 80s feel to the movie, that National Lampoon feel, because you do get that, you know, he's a good looking young dude who's just a douche. Yeah. Just a huge D-bag.
Yeah, he sure is.
Through and through, with no redeeming qualities whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah. He does a good job with it. I mean,
he does a great job with it.
That's an easy role to phone in and just make, like, I'll be honest too, like, like, he has the most emotional scenes in it, and not because the scenes are emotional, but because, like, it looks like he's about to cry a lot of the time. Yeah. Like, he's doing a really good and interesting job in making this extremely two-dimensional character three-dimensional.
Yeah, his character is always right on the edge of just
breaking
fucking
down.
Losing it. Yeah, just in every sense of the word, like just breaking down and just losing his mind.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's completely unhinged in this, which is really great.
The general plot of this movie, by the way, is that they accidentally find some drugs, which I know is a very common story that we've all told a police officer. But this, it really is that they just happen to find them. It like falls out of their dorm room ceiling and onto their desk. And because movies decide to let's just try it. Let's just see what happens. And they look up what it is after the fact. And it turns out they're going to go through multiple phases. And the last one is a particularly bad one. But the only way to end this whole experience
cycle,
prematurely, I guess I'll say, the only way to like cut it short is to consume dairy, nightshade vegetable, tomato, and bread, or what was the other thing?
Carbs,
was it bread?
I think.
Carbs, yeah. So pizza. Yeah. They have to get a pizza, or else they're going to go through this like horrible set of experiences, and you get to see them go through as they're trying to make it. It should be a very simple trip. You know, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is about two guys like crossing the city or something like that. They're trying to get from like, you know, they're going miles.
Right.
And this movie is about two people trying to go down 2 flights of stairs.
Yes. It's that's funny. The other thing. And they kind of, not to, you know, I don't think this is a spoiler, but in the end, they literally state it like it kind of happens in real time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I think they said it takes 45 minutes and the movie's like 2 hours.
Or it's an hour. It's like an hour and a half or something like that. But if you time it from when they take the pill.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? It's pretty much done.
It's like real time.
In real time.
Yeah.
Which is really kind of awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Reminds me very much of like a Reservoir Dogs, or like like I think about My Dinner with Andre, how it's like you're literally just watching events as they occur.
Yeah. This is, it's really interesting. I think the phases are really cool and original. They set it up that there are these 5 or 6 phases of what the drugs do. And then they take you through every time. And I think the beats hit really well. You know, they have that cool light effect every time a new phase comes in, which is really kind of interesting.
Do you recommend this movie?
Of course. I really
it's on
do.
Hulu. Watch it. Just give it a watch.
Just give it a watch. Let me ask this. Should this have gone to theaters?
Probably not.
No, I also agree with you.
Yeah. Unless you're going to throw like Adam Driver in there somewhere and a couple other celebrities.
Right.
I think it could have, but I don't think that Gaten Matarazzo and the couple of cameos that are in this, who, first of all, you don't even clock them. Yeah, exactly. I don't think that's enough to get people to go out to theaters, especially right now. I mean, every movie that's gone to theaters in the past like 6 months has fucking tanked. Like, they have not been making their money.
Right.
So, should it have gone to theaters? Probably not.
No. That's the thing is, and that's not me saying like, this movie's not good enough to be in a theater. It just isn't that type of movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a type of movie you put on in your house and you just enjoy in the comfort of your home.
This is a movie that if it came out 40 years ago, it would have tanked in movie theaters and then made all its money back in VHS sales.
If this movie came out 40 years ago, it would have tanked in the theaters and then quickly become like a cult classic.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it would have made all its money back in VHS.
100%. And then it'd be on every like best movie list ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like a Caddyshack and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I could see this becoming a cult classic. If it wasn't streaming, because I think that's part of what made cult classics is like,
right.
You don't have let me lend you this DVD, or like, you've got to go out and find this DVD. You got to go out and find this movie, stuff like that. As opposed to like, oh, what's this? It's less like, oh, I've got this movie you've got to see. And it's more of a like, oh, this is a fun movie. Right. So I don't know that this is going to take off. I also, frankly, am just like so confused about why these two guys like, Brian McElhaney and Nick Cote. Maybe it's because their names are difficult to pronounce. I don't know why they're not more famous than they are. They've done a lot of really interesting stuff. They've worked with Nathan Fillion. They've worked with Joss Whedon, and they just are.
There it is.
They just
there it is.
Well, I didn't say what they worked with him on.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We all know.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it's going to take for them to break through. The writers on SNL, like it's so strange to me that they're not a household name.
Well, maybe they sucked on SNL. You don't know. You don't even watch it.
It sounds like they kind of did from stories I've heard from them. So,
okay.
Yeah, it might not be great.
Yeah.
They're on Dropout TV stuff as well. Like,
yeah,
it's just so, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, this is them, on their way up. They've got Over My Dead Body coming out.
Yeah, this is them on their way up. They're only 40 years old.
Hey, you know what? You're never too old.
Yeah, you
never.
are.
No. Hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Mostly because I'm older than you. Okay, don't do that.
You sure are.
Yeah.
The age at which you are too old to succeed will always be however much older you are than me. 3 years, 2 years. I don't know how much older you are than me.
You know what? You'll die before me.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip my vet at the age of like 60.
Oh, wait. Listen, if you die because you flip your vet at the age of 60, that's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to do. That's my goal.
You know what? I'm going to die because I flipped a vet, but it's not mine. I stole it.
Do you mean a veterinarian or a Corvette?
A
veteran?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I flipped off a vet.
I flipped
that's
off
how
a
I
vet.
died.
Yeah. And that's how I died.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready to go on to spoilers?
Let's go on to spoilers.
I don't have a whole lot. We'll get into it. Just talk about it a little bit. Just because here's what I have for the rest of this segment.
Okay.
Hey, wasn't it funny when?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's what I have. Which is like
the famous segment. Wasn't it funny when?
Yeah. Wasn't it funny when Daniel Radcliffe was the voice of the fucking butterfly?
What? I know.
Wasn't it funny when Bobby Moynihan was the voice of Snackatron 3000?
Yeah. My God.
I for sure was like, oh, because I know these guys. I know the writers. And not personally, but like I'm so familiar. They're so ingrained in my psyche. I was like, Brian McElhaney, I'm pretty sure is the voice of the Snackatron 3000. They're just like doing something to his voice to make it sound weird. And then I was like, I know Nick's going to be in here somewhere too. They're going to put themselves in. And then I heard that stupid fake English accent coming from the butterfly. And I was like, that's him for sure.
Right.
That's definitely Nick. And then they show up as the writers of this movie.
Yes.
And I was like, wait, are they also these other things? And then I looked at the credits and I was like, holy Jesus.
I heard the voice of the butterfly and I went, the thought process went, that's Daniel Radcliffe. Wait, it can't be Daniel Radcliffe.
I know, yeah.
Because there's no way he would do this. And then I looked it up and I was like, fuck, that's Daniel Radcliffe.
It's so funny to me that you would say that when all he does is weird shit now.
That is true.
I actually saw an interview with this was one of those interviews I watched preparing for this. They talked about how they got him to do it. And it was like, oh, we know someone who's like a very good friend of Daniel Radcliffe's.
That's really what I meant. I was like, how do these guys get in contact with him?
But they were like, we've met him at parties and stuff like that. And we asked the friend, would you mind showing him this script, this character, and just asking him if he'd be okay with it? And the friend was like, look, man, he turns down a lot of stuff. He's probably not going to do it. And evidently, Daniel Radcliffe was like, yeah, I guess I'll take a look at it. And then he read it and he was like, fuck, I have to do this. Yes, it's weird. I have to.
Yeah.
So, which, again, like he did Swiss Army Man and
Right.
Guns Akimbo.
No, it definitely makes sense for him to do this. Like it is in his wheelhouse of what he's been doing lately. I just was like, how did these two guys get in contact with that guy?
Yeah. Because Bobby Moynihan makes sense.
Yeah, SNL.
Easy.
Yeah, he just goes, hey, Lauren, is Bobby?
And what's her face? Sarah Sherman.
They probably work together.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't really get Gaten Matarazzo, but I don't know. Maybe same agents or something.
I'm sure Gaten Matarazzo, I'm sure that the agents were like, what do you want to do after Stranger Things? Here's some scripts of like what you can do.
Well, and Gaten Matarazzo is also an executive producer on this.
Okay. So,
which is interesting.
Yeah. Somehow the script came to him.
Yeah. And they were
he
like,
was like, this is what I'm doing next. Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good.
There are posters for several trauma films that are visible on the bedroom wall in the movie, including Eating Miss Campbell, Rabid Grannies, Class of Nukem High, and The Toxic Avenger, which is fun.
Yeah.
There are also evidently a bunch of references to the Brian and Nick's. I think they went to NYU, but their thesis was a movie that everyone here should watch. I think it's free on I almost said Netflix, free on YouTube, called something like Eagles Are Turning Humans into Horses. And it is fucking hysterical. It's about a guy who definitely is not making up a crazy science fiction story so that he doesn't have to break up with his annoying girlfriend.
Oh my
it's
God.
Definitely a very real thing that is happening, and it has nothing to do with her horrible, awful, annoying laugh or the fact that she drinks all the milk in the fridge of her roommates.
It's
incredible. Definitely a very real thing that's happening.
That's incredible.
It's
That's
really
awesome.
good.
That's awesome.
Everyone should check it out. It's very funny. Everything Britannic does is so fucking funny. So give them a watch. I highly recommend this movie and everything else they've done. They tried to make this a Britannic film.
Right.
And they tried to put it as written by Britannic, directed by Britannic. But evidently, I forget what phrase they used. WGA? I don't know who that is.
Writers Guild
of America. Okay, that makes sense. Was like, yeah, that's tricky. Like, it's not really it's basically not possible without a lot of like heavy lifting and money.
Oh yeah,
and
to
shit
call
like
it
that.
a Britannic
And
movie.
they wanted to do like the Daniels kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then they went back. They were like, well, how did they do it on Everything Everywhere All at Once? They went back and it actually says their names, but on the poster it says like a film from the Daniels or whatever.
Yes.
So there are specific rules and blah blah blah. But everyone should look up Britannic. Is there anything very quickly you want to say before we move on to the reading assignment?
No, not really. Go watch this. This is definitely worth
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, this should be
get a bunch of friends together, order a couple pizzas, put this on. It's really good
have
fun.
a couple of drinks. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. Maybe drop acid.
Yeah.
Don't drop acid. This would be a horrible movie to drop acid to.
No, watch this movie and then drop acid
afterwards
and have your own pizza movie.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Great. Okay. You ready to move on to the reading assignment?
Reading assignment.
Do.
That's the new theme.
Chris?
Yeah?
When I found out that this week's reading assignment was called Out of Alcatraz, I didn't realize they meant out of the closet at Alcatraz. This comic follows a handful of men as they try to run from the law and escape to Canada, because the only law in Canada is drink maple syrup and start a fight during the hockey game. And I know what I'm talking about because I saw a bunch of hockey players wrestle shirtless in heated rivalry. My Uncle Jeff and his roommate Harvey explained it all to me. Nothing like watching a couple of straight guys wrestling bareback. Anyway, it's time to talk about this week's reading assignment, Out of Alcatraz, by Tyler Crook and Christopher Cantwell. By the way, Tyler Crook, great name for a guy who writes about felons.
It really is. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah, so this follows... Well, basically, like I said, there's a couple of different story arcs happening around this, like at the same time, simultaneously in the story. Right. But it largely follows some dudes who broke out of Alcatraz, supposedly. I think this is based loosely on a true story of some actual real people who broke out of Alcatraz. And I think, as far as everyone knows, they probably died in the water.
Yes.
And that's the official story. But this is sort of like saying, well, who really knows? Maybe this other thing happened.
Right. Exactly.
And so we follow what was supposed to be 4 people breaking out of Alcatraz, turned out to be 3 people breaking out of Alcatraz, and then they lost one of them, so then there's 2 people escaping from Alcatraz at the end.
Yes.
But then also there's another character who's sort of following them as well and trying to find them. And then there's also these 2 journalists who are also trying to find, because the official report.
They're not journalists.
Oh, right. They're like,
They're
is one of them not a journalist?
One's FBI and one is U.S. Marshal.
I thought one was one ex-marshal and became an FBI agent? Is that what happened, or vice versa?
No, one is an FBI agent and one says he's a marshal and is actually an ex-marshal.
Because he's an FBI agent?
No, he's not an FBI agent.
You just said one of them's a marshal and one of them's an FBI agent.
Yes, one of them is an FBI agent, guy with the glasses.
And one of them is an ex-marshal.
And one of them is an ex-marshal, but he's still saying that he's in the marshals.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. I don't. All right. It doesn't bode well that I didn't follow this perfectly, but
I can see that.
but it follows these. Yeah, very interesting. So that makes this make a lot less sense.
Do you want to go back and reread it again and then come back?
No, I think my brain was doing some heavy lifting, because I think this book would be improved if they were journalists, as sort of independent journalists trying to figure out what is going on for their own personal reasons, as opposed to like for the purposes of the federal government or whatever.
But
yeah, they're trying to figure it out and find these guys. While also, is it the warden then who's saying like the official story is that these guys died? Is that what they're working with?
I think it's also saying that the official story is that these guys died.
But one of them works for the FBI. So so hang on. So one FBI agent is saying to another FBI agent.
Yes. So the FBI basically says, the official story of the Bureau of Investigation is like, these guys died in the water. Because if and then the one FBI agent is with the marshal, the ex-marshal.
Right.
And the ex-marshal is really the one going, I think these guys are still alive.
Yeah.
And the other FBI agent is going like, don't poke this bear.
Right.
Because the U.S. government says these guys are dead, and the U.S. government doesn't like to be wrong.
Then how does the FBI agent have the time to do this if the FBI agent is working for the FBI and the FBI is telling him not to?
I think they're like, you're allowed to do like a little do a little investigation, but like the official stories, we want them to be dead.
Okay.
So put this to rest. So like, if you think there's leads out there, sew up loose ends.
Interesting.
So that we can officially really say these guys are dead. But we want these guys to be dead. It looks better if they're dead.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I think this would make more sense if they were journalists, but fine. I think this is largely an interesting, cool little story.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's not like completely holy shit, oh my god, blows me out of the water, pun not intended, both in blows and also out of the water. We'll get to it, but but it's a fun little story. It's really interesting. There's a bunch of twists and turns. I won't spoil the ending, but I will say I completely never expected it. It's a really, really great ending, a great close to this story that is fascinating and interesting, and a big swivel that I didn't see coming, but makes perfect sense. It really ties it up at the end. I think the first 4, it's 5 issues. 5, yeah. I think the first 4 issues of this are good, not great, but also interesting. Like, it kept me wanting to see where this is going and what's happening. Pretty good writing. There's a part where in the first issue where one of the main characters says to a woman, you never told me your name. And she goes, no, I didn't. And then gets in a car and leaves. Like stuff like that. That's like really fun, cool, interesting.
Almost like a noir-esque
very much
feel
so.
to it.
Yeah. And it's about these criminals trying to run from the law. They have a plan to go to Canada where they'll essentially be sold into labor for a certain number of years. But, the guy will hide them and no one will know that they're there. But they got to make it there first. And that's the hard part. And they have someone who's sort of trafficking them towards Canada. That's the goal. And meanwhile, they're being hunted by these federal agents and other people too, who I won't spoil. I mentioned there's another person who's
there's one other thing going on here.
Yeah, which is really cool. What did you think of this?
I really like this. I agree with you kind of on all fronts. I think that the ending is really tight. and really kind of almost poetic in a way and really well done. I didn't see it coming. I didn't know how this was going to end, especially when I was like, oh, this is 5 issues, and I was blowing through them. You know, it's a pretty quick read. So I was like, how is this going to wrap up in 5 issues? Because it also takes you on a journey that goes from, it doesn't go from point A to point B. You know what I mean? It sidetracks you. There's a side story, not a side story, but like you think that it's just going to be a chase story of them trying to get to Canada, and they barely, you know, this is Alcatraz and they barely make it out of California, you know?
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's a couple of side stories where it sidetracks you. And I was like, how are you possibly going to make this finish in 5 issues?
Yeah.
And it does. And it does in a really good way. I think it finishes up really solid. I actually think this story would have been served if it went longer.
Yeah,
maybe. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know, though. It's hard for me to say because I also feel like the first 4 issues probably could have been 2.
Right.
So I feel like this actually could have benefited from that. I can never remember who it is. You always tell the story that I love. The Seinfeld
I think it's David
thing.
Simon is his name.
Sure, where he would say, hey, I wrote this thing, and then they'd be like, cut out this, cut out this, cut out this, and I'll add 2 more acts
to it.
To this.
Yeah.
And I actually feel like this would benefit from that.
That's really what I guess that's what I mean by longer. You could condense some of it down and then add a little more story
some more
to
movements
it. But
to
really,
it,
I just thought, I'm like, there's a couple more moves here that we could add in between. Like
I agree. It's a very interesting overarching plot that I feel like there could be more moving pieces in.
Yeah, like they get sidetracked to the guy's house and the minor spoiler, but he wants them to kill his wife and everything. And you're like, but then that's close to the end of the story.
Right.
And I'm like, in between that and them going to Canada, I'm not saying they get to Canada. I'm just saying that the goal
in between that, in that story,
I'm like, there's a lot of space there that you're like, oh, you could tell more story.
Right. Sure. And to be completely honest too, there's a couple times where, like, again, this is a very minor spoiler. It happens in the very beginning, but there's a part where one of the characters, like, they're in hiding, right? They're not trying to show their face.
Right.
And one character goes out and like buys a bunch of shit from the store. Right. And then the other guy's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? We're in hiding. What the fuck are you doing? And then like literally the next issue, he does the same thing.
Yes.
And everyone's like, what the fuck were you doing? And it's like, what? That's just the same story twice.
Yes, it is.
So I agree with you. I think there's other pieces. There are other more interesting things that I think could have happened. Sounds like I'm putting the story down. I'm not putting it down, but there are a couple things that I'm like, probably could have been 3, maybe 4 issues, and then add some other stuff that's interesting as well.
Yeah, but I agree and those 2 things are very similar. And I think what it could have benefited from was showing there are minor differences in why those 2 events happen, even though they look the same. And so kind of showing the toll it was taking on the second character who goes out and does the exact same thing later. Yeah. Like the toll of being in isolation or being in hiding or wanting to get out or something like that, that it was finally taken, that caused him to go out and do the exact same thing that this guy just did an issue ago. Sure. You know, it could have benefited from that like breathing room a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like this is Cool Hand Luke with the characters from Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Yeah. That's a really good way of putting that.
It's very fascinating. Mm-hmm. At least to be completely honest, like the story is okay. It wraps up really, really well in a really cool and interesting way.
It does.
But I think the characters are where the intrigue is here for me. And I think that's kind of what we're talking about is like, there could be more in this story that would be like, what are these characters doing? What else do they do? What happens when you put these very different kinds of characters in a room together, in a bottle together? What happens? Where do they go? What's happening? Right. And there is a little bit of that, and it's good. It passes, like, it's definitely a solid, like, this story is a solid 7 out of 10. Yeah. The characters are like a 9 out of 10. I think the ending bumps it up an extra point, probably to like an 8 out of 10. You know, there are really, really good elements in this. And I think the story in general is good. I think it could be improved, but that's, you know, it's kind of picking at straws, I think is what they call
Yeah.
that. It's
Well, that's the thing. It's, like you said, it sounds like we're putting it down, and actually we're giving it a great compliment, which is
Yeah.
like, I want more.
right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We weren't going like, it's 5 issues and like, thank God it was 5 and it could have been
Right,
4
yeah.
and just kept it at 4. Like, we want more of this. We want to live in this world more. We want to see more from these characters.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
And it succeeds. Like I want to be completely clear. It's an amazing idea. It is executed well. And I think this is also great. Like, this isn't I don't know. Who's the publisher on this?
Was this?
Is this an Image? Is this a completely
think
independent?
it's an Image.
It's not a DC or a Marvel. Oni Press.
Thank you.
Yeah, I asked you and then I answered it myself.
Yep.
I don't know that we've read a lot of Oni Press. I don't know if we've read anything from them.
No, I don't think we have. I think this is their first.
They're like another like kind of Image Comics. Like they do a lot of like semi-independent stuff, or like Dark Horse.
Right.
Yeah, it's good stuff, especially if you're looking to get away from, we're always looking for alternatives, DC or Marvel. If you're looking for something to break into, we're always trying to find that for people of like, how do I get into comics? This is a good one to get into if you really like a good like prison break kind of intrigue, kind of on the run.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? It's very tense at times. Like it's a good time. It's a lot of fun.
I think this is also one of those comics that, and we don't bring this up often, but like, if people are like poo-pooing comics and they're like, they're for kids and what are you doing reading them? Everything.
That's interesting because I read comics while I poo-poo.
Yeah, that's true. And then you use
you've seen me do it.
Yeah, I have. And then you tear out the page and use it to wipe.
Well, it depends on what I'm reading. But yeah,
that's very
sometimes.
True. You're like, you know what would make this better? Rip.
A little bit of golden brown.
Yeah. And so, but if people are like, comics are for kids, what are you doing reading them as adult type of thing? Like, slip them this and be like, well, yeah, we'll give this a read and see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is, it's not mature in that it has like curse words and like a bunch of, but like it deals with a subject that is really interesting. And, like I said, I think it's one of those where it's like, it's interesting that they chose this format to tell this story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you give this a recommendation?
I do give this a recommend. I think this is just like a solid, like this is a great, easy recommend because it's not only a good beginner comic, like we were just talking about, like we always talk about, can this be your entry into reading comics? It absolutely can. If you're an old school comic book reader, you're a diehard Marvel DC fan, you've been reading since the old days, since you were a kid, and you keep up with everything, it's also still a great read.
Yeah.
It's a good time if you are, I don't know what else to say about it. I was going to say if you really like, those sort of like a Cool Hand Luke style story, but even if you don't, I think you will still like this.
Yeah.
It's really interesting and really cool. And if just make it to the end, it really is a very cool ending.
Yeah. I would like to see this adapted, actually.
I was just going to say that. I
this
wonder
would make
if
a good like mini series, you know what
that's
I mean?
what I was going to say too. If they can add successfully a couple episodes.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Because I could see this getting the like, we used to talk about like Daredevil always has that like mid-season or the Netflix Marvel shows always have like 2 or 3 episodes that are like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And I feel like this could have that as well. This 5 issues turns into 8 episodes and the middle
exactly
3.
the number I was going to say.
Yeah.
That is exactly how many episodes this should be.
But if they can't figure out how to maximize the story here, then the middle 3 episodes are going to be real slow. So
yeah. Fair.
You got to get that figured out first.
Yeah. So yeah, good. Okay. I'm glad you like this. You're trying to figure out desperately what my reading assignment is right now.
Nuh-uh.
I can tell because like the conversation started to wane a little bit as you're looking at your computer and it was like, you're not.
You could tell I was only half listening. I was like, yeah, totally.
Yep,
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew.
Yeah.
I'll
stretch it out. Stretch it out.
So Andrew.
Stretch it out.
So I was thinking, I was just curious, and I don't know if you want to share it at this time in this format, but I was wondering, I was just giving it a ponder, really. If you would know or would like to tell me, inform me, and not just me, the listeners in general, all those out in the void, okay? Maybe you would share with us the gift that would be what my reading
Ass? My reading ass. What I read while I sit on the toilet.
Well, you poo-poo.
While I poo-poo.
Yeah. Over the next 2 weeks while I'm poo-pooing, what will I be entertaining myself with?
You can stop stretching.
What's my goddamn reading assignment?
There we go. I have 2 choices for you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It took you that long to come up with 2?
Yeah, it sure did.
Okay.
These are both DC.
Ooh.
These are both comics I have not read, but I've been interested in reading for a while.
Okay.
Do you want to know the names and what they are? Or do you want to just get the vibe of each one? And I'll give you the vibe options.
Are they both like superhero comics? Like, are these something I could have possibly read already?
One of them is.
Okay.
I don't think you've definitely not read the other one.
Okay. Give me the vibes.
All right. Vibe is DC goes woke, which you may even be able to guess that one.
Okay.
Or young adult side character to a character we love.
Let's go DC Goes Woke.
All right, this is a comic that I have wanted to read forever, and
Okay.
you, for some reason, refused to assign it to me. So I'm just going to assign it to us today, which is Superman Smashes the Klan.
Oh, I have not assigned this to you.
That's right.
I keep thinking about assigning this to you. You're right. I have read this.
Yeah, I
I'll read
figured.
it. I'll give it a reread though,
All right, cool.
because it's been years since I've read
Yeah,
this.
I'm pretty sure I knew you have read this, and I've been like, come on, man, get your shit together. Like, assign this to me.
Yeah.
This is a DC thing, but yeah, we'll do this.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the other option was?
Yeah, what's the other option?
Barda by Ngozi Ukazu,
Ooh.
which is probably not how that name is pronounced. But they had a couple years ago, actually literally 2 years ago, I'm looking at when it came out, Free Comic Book Day had the first issue, and I have the first issue, and I picked it up. I haven't read it yet, but I read maybe half of it, and I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting. But it definitely feels more like a young adult kind of thing, but it follows Big Barda of Mr. Miracle.
Yeah, okay. Hold on to that one. That'll be the next one. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay, yeah, let's do Superman Smashes the Klan.
Not Smashes with the Klan, giggity goo.
You haven't read it.
That's true. Could be. Yeah, man.
You don't know what he does between them sheets. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I sure do.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. Oh, hey, Andrew.
Yes.
Hey, Andrew.
What?
Hey, Andrew.
What?
Where can they find us?
Oh, well, they can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, SoundCloud.com/The Media Lunch Break. You can also find us at The Media Lunch Break on Blue Sky, Instagram, or TikTok. We're also on YouTube.com/The Media Lunch Break. Head over there to check out some of our stuff. We also have merch on Spring. You can find that by going to our Blue Sky at The Media Lunch Break and checking out the pinned post right at the top to find some great merch that we have, including mugs and pint glasses and shirts and hoodies. I have a bunch of this stuff. Chris has some of it. I'm gonna be honest. I have a tank top that's just now starting to wear out. I don't remember when did we buy? It's been years.
It's been years.
Yeah, the tank top is just starting to wear out. I have a hoodie that I've had for the same amount of time. Looks completely fresh still. Looks exactly the same. The t-shirt looks completely the same. I have a pint glass that hasn't worn off at all. Like, I kind of expected some of it to chip off in the wash or whatever, but it hasn't. It still looks exactly the same. So stuff's made well.
Isn't there one on a homeless guy somewhere?
That's right, Chris. I compassionately donated my sweatshirt for free to an unhoused, man in Penn Station.
Yes.
Because I'm a goddamn saint. Did I do it by leaving it there as I got onto a train and then coming back a week later to look for it and seeing a person in it? Perhaps. But the method I choose for philanthropy, it's my choice.
Sure.
And frankly, none of your goddamn business.
You know what? All good points.
Anyway, that merch, if you want to check it out, is at our Blue Sky at The Media Lunch Break. You can also visit our Patreon. That's patreon.com/The Media Lunch Break. If you want to give us some money, please. And also, you get some cool stuff, including full-length video that, oh, by the way, everybody, sorry the episode went up. I don't know if you saw my post. I just forgot to post it last week.
I figured.
Went up on Wednesday. So, because I was like, oh, fuck. I work so hard to get it finished by Tuesday, and I do every time, and then I just forget to post it.
I know you do.
What are you going to do? Call a cop.
I should have texted you and been like, hey, it didn't post. Did you remember to do this?
If you notice that happen.
But I felt like a dick if I didn't.
No, it's always because I forget.
On top of that.
It's always because I forget. So also, people out there, feel free to send me a text.
Yeah, if you're listening to this and you're a friend of the show, just text Andrew.
Yeah, just get in touch and be like, hey, dickhead, show didn't
Where's
post.
my episode? Where's my hot and fresh episode?
Oh, golly gee willikers. So that's patreon.com/themedialunchbreak. You can also send us an email at themedialunchbreak@gmail.com or visit our website, which is www.themedialunchbreak.com. Give us a rating and a reviewing on iTunes, SoundCloud, or YouTube. And last but not least, special thank you to Julie.
Thanks, Julie.
Who
also broke out of Alcatraz. Did you know that?
I did not know that. I was going to say she took your kid to see some X-rated Broadway show or something, but I don't know.
You can leave a rating and a review, and you can leave it right in app. It really does help people find the podcast if you leave a 5-star rating, so be sure to do that in your app of choice. And as always, if you leave a 5-star rating, you can leave whatever type of review you want in the review box. You can just rip us a new asshole. Just go ahead and let her rip on that one. This week, if you leave a 5-star rating,
how would you break out of Alcatraz?
How would you break out of Alcatraz? Yeah, that's there you go. How would you do it? I mean, in great detail. If you wanted to,
I'm asking for a friend.
If you wanted to break out of prison, can you lay out steps and also Amazon links to all the tools you would use?
Can I give you a fun fact?
Yeah.
All police officers' handcuffs use the same key.
And it's the key that you get from those little dollar store handcuffs that you buy. The little toy handcuffs?
It's actually the key to my heart.
Wow, that was poetic.
But also it is. So you can buy handcuffs for pretty cheap, and you just keep the keys in your pocket. And if you were a criminal, and I would never condone this.
Yep.
You could just take them out. You keep them in your back pocket.
Yeah, never do that.
Never in a million years.
Yeah.
And then you just take them out of your pocket and undo the cuffs.
There you go.
It's really easy.
There you go. So, everybody find some good handcuffs. Put an Amazon link in the review box right there. Okay.
Yeah.
This has been Pizza Movie. And Out of Alcatraz next week. Alcatraz?
There's an Alcatraz around my neck.
That's a stretch. All right. Next week is going to be the best damn day of the week, the Tuesday News Day.
Oh, the Tuesday News Day, yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, what are we up to?
You want to do Pizza Movie again?
Let's just do Pizza Movie again. No, there's something that I was like,
you want to drop
we can
acid
do this.
and record the podcast?
Let's just drop. Yeah, I was just going to say we could just do our own Pizza Movie live on the podcast.
That'd be amazing.
What episode is Daredevil at right now?
Oh, it's probably going to be over.
Okay, so let's say it's Daredevil. It's Daredevil time.
It's Daredevil, everybody. It's another Italian. Daredevil. Mario.
So yeah, it'll be Daredevil. And then Superman smashes the Klan. No, smashes the KKK? I forget what it is.
Smashes the Klan.
It's the Klan. Okay. I don't know what they like to be called now. Okay. What the politically correct word is.
Yeah, I know. The politically correct Klan members.
But here's the thing. If you listen to this and you're like, oh, I got an idea on what you should do next in 2 weeks, send it over to us, okay? If you've got a reading assignment, you're like, guys, I know exactly what you should be reading right now, send it over to us. If you are a creator, you wrote a comic, you shot a pilot, you made a film, you want us to put eyes on it, ears on it, you want us to point people towards it, send it over to us. We'll talk about it on the mic. We'll do an episode about it. Hell, we'll put you on the mic. You can talk about it your own damn self, okay? Other than that, that's it, man. Look at that. There wasn't a thing.
Wasn't a thing.
And now, boom, there's a thing.
There's a
so
thing.
that's how easy it is.
So easy.
So if you listen to this, go out and make a thing, man.
Go make a thing.
Go make a thing.
We say it every episode, and none of you fuckers do it.
None of you goddamn assholes are making things anymore. Okay?
Gotta make some things.
What do I gotta fuck around here to get somebody to make me a thing? No, I wasn't looking for volunteers, Andrew.
Oh, sorry.
God damn it.
Oh, my bad.
All right, fine, I guess. What are you gonna make then?
Well, I wasn't gonna make anything. Other people will make things.
If I fuck you?
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Fuck me,
all right.
right?
I'll take it. All right. Yeah, so that's it. Other than that, that's it. I'm done. That's we got nothing else. We've already figured out who we're fucking, so I guess we're done. Oh God, what?
I just realized something.
Oh no.
I think those guys in Heated Rivalry might have been gay.